She had lived what most would call a good life. She was known for her charity, her kindness to the poor, her involvement in every church outreach from youth to elderly. She had fed the hungry, clothed the homeless, and wept with the broken. People looked up to her. She had lived a life for God, at least that's what everyone said. And then one night, at 80 years old, when she went to sleep, her breath grew shallow, and the silence in her room deepened. The world fell away. She passed suddenly in her sleep. Her soul, clothed in light, ascended into a realm where time lost meaning. Before her stood a brilliant golden path that led to a vast gate made of pure pearl, the heavenly gates. The air shimmered with divine glory. An angel, radiant and solemn, stood before the gate with a massive book in his hands, the Lamb's Book of Life. She felt a swell of joy and relief. "I'm home," she whispered, smiling. The angel looked at her, his gaze piercing, not cruel, but utterly just. "You are here to be judged," he said. She smiled, confident, calm. "I've done well," she said. "I fed the hungry, clothed the poor, I gave, I prayed, I walked the floor at midnight, whispering prayers through tears. Surely I have nothing to fear." The angel opened the book. Page after shining page turned, glowing with divine ink. But when he reached the end, his expression darkened. Slowly, he looked up, sorrow in his eternal eyes. "Your name," he said, "is not here." She blinked. "What do you mean?" "There must be some mistake. I devoted my life to God, to serving others." "You did many good things," the angel said, "but your heart remained hardened. You did not forgive." She frowned. "What are you talking about?" He stepped aside. Before her, a vision unfolded like a living tapestry. She saw her sister, weeping at a family gathering, begging her for forgiveness for the betrayal of years ago. She saw the man who had cheated her in business, now elderly and broken, reaching out with trembling hands. She saw her former friend, now sick, lonely, writing letter after letter of apology. And each time she had turned away. "They don't deserve it," she had said. "They knew what they did." "You carried bitterness to your grave like it was treasure," the angel said. "You asked God to cleanse your sins while refusing to wash theirs from your heart." The angel's gaze pierced her. "You asked your Father for mercy every day, yet you refused to give it. You recited, 'Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us.' Did you not mean it? You built altars to your anger. You built a throne for your pain. You nurtured it. You judged them in your heart while God held mercy in his." She dropped to her knees. "Please," she whispered, "please, let me try again. I didn't understand. I thought I had time. I meant to forgive, just not yet. I needed time. Give me another chance," she begged. "Let me go back. I'll forgive them all." But time was no more. The angel shook his head. Too late. The time to forgive was during the fire, not after the ashes cooled. "There is no place for you here. Heaven has no room for the heart that clings to bitterness. It is a place of purity, peace, and perfect love. There is no room for resentment, hatred, or vengeance. The Lamb's Book bears only the names of those washed not only in deeds, but in surrender. And you refused to surrender your judgment to God's. You chose unforgiveness over peace," she screamed, not in torment, but in regret. So close, so far, all for a heart that chose unforgiveness over peace. The angel turned. One last whisper as eternity closed. "Mercy withheld is mercy lost." The gates began to fade. Her chance, slipping like water through fingers. Light dimmed, the ground cracked beneath her, and suddenly the brilliance of heaven was torn away. A chasm opened and she was falling, down, down, through smoke and screams and agony. She landed among countless others, all who had clutched vengeance like a crown, never realizing it was a chain. The lake of fire churned like a living nightmare. There was no end to the torment, no sleep, no rest, no hope. And still, through the pain, she wept, not just from suffering, but from the memory of the heavenly gates. And the one thing she had refused to give: forgiveness. Thank you for watching. Please share to all friends and loved ones. It might help save a soul. And always remember what Matthew 6:15 says to all of us. But if you do not forgive others their sins, your Father will not forgive your sins.